I'm halfway there.
Yeah, me too. Quality is subjective, content marketing is subjective, what kind of business you're in is subjective.
Alright, that was
Yeah.
subjective.
It was good to hear all three marketers agreeing to that statement.
Marketing should primarily focus on increasing brand awareness rather than generating leads.
So, marketing should be, I think there are 4 aspects of it: getting more leads, getting more traffic, increasing brand awareness, knowledge of our customers. So, I would say all is what marketing's role is, maybe more, but I think these 4 at least.
Yeah, I add to that marketing is not just about a brand, it's about everything else.
I have a bias here because we're doing too much lead. I want to build some more awareness about our brand. So just for this particular situation in this period, I agree.
At least up till a stage, fairly decent enough stage of a company life cycle, lead should be the primary goal. Brands is a after effect, a consequence of it. Can be a consequence of it.
But where's the scope of creativity?
It comes
How do
after
we
$50 million.
Outsourcing content marketing is a more effective strategy than creating content in-house.
I think it might be more effective, but it's not as efficient. So if you're looking to scale content marketing, the more efficient way is to distribute and reach out to the best players out there. But it might be more effective, especially early on, to have the people closest to the business create content and drive content marketing.
I agree to it because I think how people now want to build a second brain. They want to build like more marketers being involved into it. So getting external designers, writers, and just more creative brains is, I think, more efficient.
But I personally believe that that's the more efficient way of, efficient both in the sense of cost efficiency and speed efficiency way of doing content at scale.
I think when the brand is growing, it's good to have content marketing done at scale. So that's why I think outsourcing would be a best option.
The success of a product is more dependent on effective marketing techniques rather than the product itself.
I think no matter how much you market well any product, unless it's not a great product and something that everybody relate to and they can use it easily, no marketing is going to help you. So I don't think so. That's correct.
Yeah, if you do not build a product that solves problems, nobody's going to like it.
Without a good product, marketing takes you, can fake it till the first 10,000 users, 15,000, but again, it's a stalemate after that.
It was good to hear all 3 marketers agreeing to that statement. As a product guy, obviously, but I think definitely have a lot of empathy for marketers. Without good marketing, product really doesn't last as well. So I think it's definitely a mix of both.
The quality of content is more important than the quantity at which it is produced.
I'm halfway there.
Yeah, me too.
Halfway, agreed.
I think a lot of this answer will depend on the stage of the company. But for most of the companies, right, from say C to a Series C maybe, right, quantity really gets the ball rolling, right? Obviously, you can't have shit out there, you can't have crap out there. But you are going after an audience, you're trying to get more and more people into your funnel, right? Maybe it's not a 10 on 10, right? But a 6 on 10, but 10 pieces of those will get you better people.
One, it's always important to show up every day as a brand. Like you should be out there, so that's where quantity is important. And second, I think now when there is this mayhem and this whole ocean and universe of content out there, it's really important to have your own unique voice through quality. So I think it's a mix of both. That's a balance that you as a marketer have to figure out.
Yeah, I think different goals, different ways to reach that goal. I think sometimes you need quantity if you're doing SEO. Programmatic SEO is catching like wildfire these days. That you need quantity. If you're producing thought leadership content, you need a lot of quality. So I think it's a definite mix of both.
Quality content is not only long form or in depth. let's take an example that if Clear Trip is doing 100 pages, the quality of the content is what the user wants to see. So if I'm looking at travel places, I want travel content. It is not going to be high quality, but it can be scaled a lot. But does that provide quality and value to the user? Yes. So as long as it is quality for the user, I think quality is more important.
That's an interesting point, actually.
Like, quality is subjective, content marketing is subjective, what kind of business you're in is subjective. Yeah.
ROI for content marketing efforts can be tracked easily.
Yeah, so I think today it's extremely hard. Having spoken to so many CMOs over the last 5-6 months now, almost everybody is like, hey, if we had a better way of measuring ROI, that will be fantastic. In fact, at events, there are entire workshops dedicated to calculating the ROI of all of your content marketing or even marketing efforts. So I think it's really hard right now, but definitely that was a big problem and probably the holy grail problem of content marketing that we are trying to solve.
Right, I think it's difficult because nobody really approached this problem from an ROI lens, right? If you look at all the tools that we even use in our marketing, talk about, okay, you spend this much money in posting so much, right? Helping us calculate ROI, helping us calculate, we have to put in that effort, right? And the entire growth team set up just to measure ki organic traffic se lead kitne aa rahe, right? So I think nobody really thought of that, and I think with increasing spends going towards that, now have people started questioning, what's the return, right? And I think that's where we are trying to solve, our own problems and at the same time the problems of all the marketers, right? I think as our version of the product, gets better, I think we would go towards the ideal state where the ROI is real time and as clear and transparent as an ROI on say Google and Facebook ads, right? I think that is the North Star, and I think that is what we want to build.
There's one comic I read on content marketing ROI. So that comic goes like, there's a marketing meeting going on, and the marketing leader is sitting there. There is leads, there is conversions, and then the person who is leading the meeting asks, where is ROI? And then one person goes that, hey, I saw him on the paid marketing meeting, so he's not here. So it's like, that's how it is. So.
I am agreeing because now we are enabling marketers to do that, and I think in the next few weeks when people will see the launch of our content marketing platform, they'll understand how anybody can measure ROI through content by using our work. So I think you all should wait and watch for how that happens, and that's my idea.
Content marketing is only effective if it is heavily promoted through paid advertising.
Yeah, I think content, especially these days, we've heard content going viral. The number of times I have forwarded blogs that I've liked reading, I think it's all about did that content connect with me or did that content connect with your user? And if it did, there's a very high chance they will talk about it to somebody else, and that's how your brand propagates. So definitely not. I think it's one of the ways to get content going, but it's not even close to being like the number one way to do content marketing today.
Zomato and brands like Durex are the best examples of how content marketing can solely run it. They don't do it a lot, but you have seen people put posts on LinkedIn on how amazing they thought one notification was, and their recent campaign with Blinkit. So I don't think it's just paid. If you have good content which can connect with people, then it's done.
I've never anyway been a big fan of paid marketing, but I've been a fan of how people and brands now build content loops. Like once you go to their website, maybe are you downloading a digital resource? Are you seeing a tax calculator on your site, and then from there you go into other newsletters? So I think it's not always paid marketing or those things, but a lot of other content loops.
Distribution is also very, very key, right? You have to put in effort and time and resources in distributing, but is paid the way to go about it? Maybe not, right? There are other ways, there are other collaborations, there are other channels of dissemination which we should be tapping into. So, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Green.
Fun questions, but
Fun,
very
nice,
interesting
thank you.
questions.